Hi everyone. Wanted to do a quick video on how to scratch a line in argon in case you end up with an argon that's completely out of alignment and don't know where to begin. It's a real nightmare of a process for the first time you go through it, but after a couple times it's actually quite easy, and I actually quite enjoy doing it. So what I have here is Alexa 85. I took both optics out to clean it, and as well as for this demonstration. This is the output side, and this is the HR side. In fact, there's the HR sitting right there. So what you do is you take both optics out, the output coupler and the high reflector. You set up a Heaney, preferably on an optics table if you can. If you can't, you can do it on the floor. It's nowhere near as easy, but it can be done. In fact, I aligned a Heaney at Saline just on the floor. But anyway, if you have an optics table, you want to set up one mirror mount here, bounce the beam to here, and then straight through all the way out the other side. So here's the Heaney. It's gone all the way through, and it's important that that's just the dot, because if it's not going directly through, you end up with hash. It's probably pretty difficult. In fact, I don't think you can see that at all, unfortunately, because I do have the argon running. But at any rate, you end up with just garbage if the beam's not going perfectly through the center of the bore, and it doesn't work. You have to have that beam going directly through. So after that, you set up a piece of paper or cardboard or what have you with just a pinhole right in the middle there, and that's where the Heaney beam is going to come out of the Heaney, through that piece of paper, past this mirror, all the way down the bore and out. But now I'm going to put the high reflector in place. Alright, so now that the high reflector is seated, now I go back to the piece of paper. I don't see anything there. Let me turn the light off so that you can see. All I see is a glow from where the Heaney's coming through, but I don't see anything coming back. Now if I move some of the knobs around, okay, now I'm starting to see a little bit of fuzz, and I just want to work that around until I end up getting basically a dot. Hopefully I can actually get that done here real quick. I appear to be way off. Okay, I think we're getting closer. There we go. There's the dot. I don't know if you can see that with my phone here at all. The glow of the plasma is really drowning it out. I'll tell you what. Alright, I've turned the laser off, so now we can hopefully just see. Okay, there's a lot of hash moving around, but I can see a defined dot on the left-hand side there, and that's what I want to essentially send straight through back to the Heaney. In fact, I can almost see it on that mirror as well. And that is the dot from the high reflector going all the way back to the Heaney. If I can get it right in the middle of that hole. Okay, that tells me that the high reflector is darn near perfectly aligned. It's not perfect, but pretty close. Let me fire the laser back up. Okay, so now I'll put the output coupler in place. Actually, I am done. Now, at this point, you're done with the alignment jig here, so we can get him out of the way. Let me slide the output coupler in place. And put the output mirror on, or put the holder on. Okay, now, still no beam, and that's fine. What I usually do now is I'll come to one of the two adjustment screws here, and I am going to go counterclockwise about a half a turn, about a full turn. And I'll go to the other one, and I'll back off about a half a turn. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm going to rock this plate using a screwdriver, only on one axis. And then if I don't get a flash or anything, I'm going to move the other optic just a little bit come back, rock the plate, and it's still nothing. So I'm going to set the camera down, pointed right the output there, and I'm just going to turn the one axis a little bit and rock the other axis, nothing, a little bit more, and basically keep going until you find where the output is. And we pretty much know that the high reflector is in alignment. It's just that the output coupler is off. So eventually I should get a beam here. Just continuing to rock while I turn the other one just a little bit at a time. Oh, and there we go, got a flash right there. Okay, so now I'll stop rocking. I'll move the Allen wrench to the other axis here. I still have no output right now, but I know that this axis down here is correct because I was getting a flash, and now I'm just going to move this one until I get back to where we were here. Nothing yet. Oh, there it is. And there's our output. And at this point, I would rock the walk the optics into full alignment, but right now it's pretty darn good where it's at. So anyway, that's how I realign an ion tube from scratch. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully it's helpful. It's not an easy process. You definitely have to have a lot of patience. Good luck.